Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a stack of sources today, primarily this really chilling excerpt from Automated Warfare and the Legal Database Error.
Right.
And our mission here is to cut through the noise of a massive story you have probably seen everywhere. The headline read, Rogue AI Bombs School.
Yeah, that was everywhere.
Right. Be honest, when you read that, did you immediately picture some kind of sci-fi Terminator scenario? Like a chatbot, say Claude or ChatGPT, just suddenly developing a dark personality.
Or, hallucinating a target out of thin air. I
Exactly.
mean, it's a completely natural jump to make. We want the villain to be a conscious, malevolent machine, because a rogue AI is an anomaly we can theoretically isolate and fix.
But the source material completely dismantles that sci-fi hype, doesn't it?
Oh, it totally dismantles it, yeah.
Yeah.
The actual truth behind the tragedy is much darker and, honestly, far more mundane.
Which means we have to look at what really happened. Why is society so quick to point the finger at a hallucinating AI with a personality crisis? I mean, is it just easier than admitting our foundational data structures are fundamentally broken?
I think so, because if we admit the data structure is broken, we have to look at how that data actually gets weaponized.
Right.
This wasn't just a single rogue drone flying around making bad choices. It was a catastrophic database error plugged directly into the military's broader infrastructure.
Which brings us into the mechanics of Project Maven.
The Pentagon's flagship AI program, yeah.
Exactly. And what the military calls the kill chain, which is essentially the multi-step process from identifying a target to actually destroying it. The sources detail a system that is designed to make a staggering 1,000 targeting decisions an hour.
Just think about the sheer volume of that for a second. 1,000 decisions an hour means human judgment is literally engineered out of the loop.
It has to be at that speed.
Right. When the software is processing satellite imagery, drone feeds, and target lists at that velocity, it simply cannot wait for a human to double-check the work. The system is fundamentally built to prioritize raw speed over everything else.
So it's like an automated factory assembly line.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
But they've cranked the conveyor belt up to a speed so blindingly fast that the human safety inspector's job becomes impossible. And instead of slowing down the belt to ensure safety, they just remove the inspector entirely.
Exactly. And the moment you remove that human oversight, the system becomes incredibly fragile to bad information.
Which is where the disaster happens.
Right. In this case, the algorithm was fed data from an outdated 2016 database. A specific cell in a legacy spreadsheet labeled a building as a military compound, even though it had operated as a school for years.
Wait, I have to stop you there. Are you seriously telling me the military spends billions on cutting-edge AI execution algorithms, but they don't have the budget or foresight to update a spreadsheet from 2016?
I know, it sounds absurd.
How does an oversight that massive even make it through the design phase?
Well, it happens because these futuristic algorithms are built to interface with legacy military databases that still rely on manual human updates.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The AI doesn't pause to Google the address or cross-reference recent satellite imagery to see if, kids are playing in the courtyard.
It just acts.
It just queries the legacy database, sees the military compound tag from 8 years ago, and executes. The algorithm did exactly what it was programmed to do: retrieve and act on data instantaneously.
It's like building a high-speed bullet train, but forcing it to run on rusted tracks from the 1800s.
That is exactly what it is.
The train will do exactly what it's built to do, go extremely fast, but the foundational infrastructure underneath it is what causes the derailment. The mismatch between cutting-edge speed and completely stagnant data is the actual weapon here.
And shifting how we view this mechanism completely changes our understanding of the threat. The immediate danger of automated warfare isn't artificial sentience. It's not a machine waking up and deciding to wipe us out. It is the ruthless execution of flawed historical bureaucracy at speeds we simply cannot control.
So the real monster isn't a robot with glowing red eyes. It's an outdated spreadsheet moving at the speed of light.
Terrifying, but true.
Which leaves you with this to think about. As we rapidly automate more and more systems in our daily lives, prioritizing speed over human judgment, how many other invisible, outdated 2016 databases are quietly driving critical decisions in your own world right now?